Hi and welcome to another reading with me, Leenna. Today we're going to be doing a LeNormand reading and we're going to be picking from crystals, and I'm going to be clarifying with these decks. So before we get into the reading, I'd like to thank all of you for your subscriptions. Big shout out to Adriana. Hey, how are you doing? And to my other subscribers, thank you for leaving comments, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, and thanking you for letting me know that you're out there. I really appreciate it. So today, like I said, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a LeNormand card reading, and we're going to be looking at the next 2 weeks. So this is a little bit of a random reading. We'll see what comes out depending on the cards, and you choose your crystal. So we've got Amethyst. We have got Moonstone, and then we have some rock crystal, and we'll see what it says. So I'm going to lay out 9 LeNormand cards, and then we're going to, if we need clarification, look at these. So let's get started. If you chose, let me leave these aside. And we'll choose Amethyst first. So if you chose Amethyst, let's see what your LeNormand reading for the next 2 weeks are. So did I pick this up upside down? So we've got the lady, the snake, the heart, the letter, the bear, the book, the tree, the rider, and the dog. So I'm not a traditional LeNormand reader because I do come from the tarot school, and I am empathetic, so not everything I see is going to be in the cards. But when I read the LeNormand, I do go according to the cards as far as I think they are applicable. So for many of you, I think you may have a crush or very strong attraction to someone that you work with, and it's a secret love at the moment. But you're wondering whether or not you should communicate to them about it and how they would receive you reaching out to them. I would feel that for most of you, they would probably welcome the attention, but for most of you, this person is already taken. They already have someone in their life, and this person is very protective of them, and they may not appreciate you trying to steal their affections away. For others of you, if this person is single and looking, it is safe for you to approach them, but they are still not going to be very open or forthcoming. Or it could be that there is a policy of no relationships, no personal relationships in your workplace, and so things will have to be secret. For others of you, you could be having a bit of having to deal with an illness from your spouse, and it's something that's tiring them, and they don't want to speak about it. For one or two of you, it's got to do with cancer treatments, but they are not letting you in, and it's something that they feel that they want to deal with on their own. They don't want to be codependent. I think they have a very deep fear of codependency, and that is why they do not want to communicate with you about what they're feeling, about what they need. For others of you, it could be your mother or a sister or another older female that is very close to you. So some of you are going to receive a letter from a friend, and this is going to really make your day. It's going to just brighten up your day and make you feel like, wow, that's amazing. It could be also that you're going to get a letter that a friend or someone very dear to you has passed their exam and is now fully certified in whatever it is they were studying, and then you're going to go out and you're going to have a big party. But many of you, you're going to be very much focused on your family and someone in your family that needs you. And it could be your mother, like I said. For others of you, it's this work situation. So let's clarify this work situation for you. So I'm going to pick 3 of the Hanson Roberts, 1 of the Emrys Oracle, and 2 of the Sun. So concerning you having feelings for someone at work and wanting to tell them what you feel, this for me is confirming that they're already very happy with their family situation for the most part. If they are, if they do have a family, if they do have a partner, and that they wouldn't really, they would be flattered, but they're very strong-willed, and they take their vows and their family happiness very seriously, and they're not going to communicate much further with you, and it could actually harm your future relationships with them, your future working relationship with them. For those of you where the person is single, I feel they also very flattered, but they are also very much traditional and following their family way, and they would also they would be open to it, but like I said, it would have to be secret. They would not tell their family. They would not take it further because there's some element of either family tradition or religion or another belief that they subscribe to that prevents them from having a traditional relationship with you. And for those of you where there's someone ill at home, especially if they are dealing with cancer or something like that, they're in the process of detaching themselves, of adjusting to the new reality that they're facing. They could have some elements of depression, but I don't feel it's severe depression. It's more like an adjustment, realizing of what they need to do and what they need to say, and how they're going to move forward. And because it's so personal to them, they're not going to communicate it with you much. I don't think they want to communicate with anyone much at the moment, but they are reading a lot. They are writing and journaling, and I think that's good for them. For others that are just a little bit worried about your mother or someone else like that, then they're also going to have a moment, a scare. It could be a health scare, but it won't be for a long period. You do have a very good doctor or medical team looking after them, and they are very spiritual people, your mother or this parent figure that you're thinking of, and they will get through it. They may actually want to visit a holy place or a holy land, or, you know, for some people it's Sedona, for other people it's someplace in Macedonia, and for other people it could be, you know, the Nile River or the Ganges River. They are going to go on some spiritual journey that will actually be very good for them as well. And for those of you that are celebrating getting this good news from your friend, it's a bit of a bittersweet time because you already know that you won't be seeing as much of them as you had before, and I think that you guys may go out and party all night or hang out all night and then go and watch the sunrise, and it's gonna be good. So yeah, interesting reading for you if you chose the Amethyst. So that's what I have for you. And let's go on to your next LeNormand reading. So this is if you chose the Moonstone. Let me just shuffle the cards. If you chose the Moonstone, what's going to happen over the next 2 weeks or so for you? And you've got the Fox, the Letter, the Fish, the Dog, the Sun, the Anchor, the Book, the Tree, and the Snake. So for many of you, you're going to find that someone is going to be exposed, some secret, and it could be related to your work, or you're going to learn about it while you're at work. And it has to do either with your family or someone that is very close to your family. I feel it's got something to do with social media. It's all going to come out in social media. And it's not necessarily bad news, but it could be news that's a little bit shocking to you. And it could also be that that it's news that you can't quite process. For one or two of you, it could be winning the lotto, or someone close to you winning the lotto, and you didn't realize that, that they could have kept it secret. And it's just very surprising to you. For others of you, it could be that you are very strongly drawn to a new person who is either in the limelight or that you meet while at work, who is very different. They're almost brash, and you didn't expect to be attracted to them, but you are. And you might have a secret crush on them, and you may be working with them for a while. So it's asking you to be stable and to just to be professional. Okay, because I feel this person is very, very flirty, and they seem very glamorous, but they also seem a little bit shallow, and it's probably not the person, but you already know it. It's not someone to give your heart to. For others of you, you're keeping a secret very close. It's under wraps. It could be a friend's secret that you're keeping. And it could be about a medical matter. It could also be that they need some money, and you are almost secretly helping them find the finance for it. You might be helping them run some kind of a crowdfunding thing to get the money for it. And you may be donating either your time or your talents to it. So for others of you, you may find that someone's secret crush for you is exposed in a very unlikely manner. It could be at a family gathering, and that you're in two minds about it. On the one hand, you feel very flattered and physically attracted to them, but on the other hand, you're not sure that they're the person for your long-term happiness. It could be even an arranged marriage or something like that that is being spoken about, but it doesn't seem like your heart is in it. For others of you, you could get monetary help from a friend or an old family member, or it could be that your spouse gets some money For one or two of you, it's an inheritance coming to you, or an inheritance is finally cleared after a long time being discussed by the lawyers and everyone else. And now it's finally going to be available to you, and it's asking you to be, what's the word? Responsible for this. Okay. So let's see what else we can pick up. I've actually forgotten all the stories I've told you now, so just apply whichever one sounds most likely for you, or in some cases, most unlikely for you. So you've got the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. You've got the Gift, and 2 Sun Oracle cards. We've got Detachment reversed and Vision. So for the person who's helping their friend find some financial help for some kind of medical procedure or some kind of health scare, your gift is really going to be appreciated, and it's going to spark something in the person you're helping, or maybe in yourself, that's got a greater vision, that's got a greater impact. It's going to go beyond these next 2 weeks. It's going to grow into something much, much bigger. And I think your funding efforts are going to be very successful. It's going to draw the attention of either a local business or some other person or authority figure, and you're going to be offered the help that both of you need, and there's not going to be anything to debate there. It's not going to have strings attached. It's going to be pretty much the happy feel-good story of the day. Okay, so for those of you that have a secret crush, they could receive it quite well, but their vision for the future may be different from yours. So you need to make sure that you'll agree on the same things, on what is important in life. Sorry if the light levels are changing. It looks like it's going to rain soon. But they will always, they do have feelings for you. But like I said, it may be you that has you may be in two minds about it. And I feel that you won't take long in making up your mind. And many of you may choose your career or your vision for the future over there. So it doesn't seem like a major relationship opportunity. For those of you that have the situation where you're really strongly physically attracted to someone at work, they already seem to have more than one person that's interested in them. They could even be married, or they could be married twice. And I still get a lot of a player vibe from them. They like toying with people, and they like, they have a very narcissistic view of life, and I still feel that you shouldn't be feeding it. But they will kind of almost in an offhand manner offer you something that feels like a gift. And I feel that will help you, that will really boost your self-esteem. For those of you that may know a lotto winner or be winning it yourself, or what can I say? Like I said, you gotta have a vision for your future, Don't go out and splurge. Make sure that your gift is going to be a lifetime gift that's going to stick with you. Be sensible about your winnings. And for those of you that are offered the arranged marriage type of scene, it may actually be an ultimatum. You marry this person, and that's it from your family. And it's very hard for you to maybe resist or to not honor your family in this respect. But again, you know, you need to make sure that your vision for the future is going to suit your future spouses, because if you don't get it right this time, you know, I feel it's going to have far-reaching consequences. You could have a child with them, though, and I think you could have a child with them very, very quickly. And that's why it's important that you get this right if you are in the arranged marriage kind of scenario. So that's what I have for you if you chose option number 2, which is the Moonstone. I hope that resonated, and if it didn't, that's okay. So let's go on to option number 3, which is the Rock Crystal. So let's shuffle the cards. Oh, okay, you have a flipper. I think the book has come up for every single read so far. So lots of secrets or secret feelings, but let's see what yours is. And we can have more flippers. No, okay. Ooh, so hot. The maze. I normally pick a clarifier for the maze immediately, and we've got the same one as well. So lots of unresolved feelings here. So this, I feel, is going to be a very hectic couple of weeks for you. Very confusing emotionally. Someone could be giving you an ultimatum. You may be wanting to leave or travel. Sorry, this is the compass, and then you've got the well, and then you've got the whip. So you've got the scythe and the whip. So rest. Very intense, hectic couple of weeks for you. So some of you may be going through a separation, or you may have a breakup. It doesn't mean it's long term. It could be, but for the moment this is just a short-term reading. But it does seem like there's something that you may have an opportunity either to travel or to work, and it's a very stable opportunity, but it is quite far away, and you do need to make a very quick decision. And either your loved ones are not supportive of it, or they don't know where they fit in, and they try to hold on to you. And what you need to do is listen to your intuition, and listen to any messages that the universe is sending you, especially through your ancestors and through your dreams. What's also likely to be shown to you this week is how people really truly feel about you, and whether or not the people that you worked with previously have appreciated you or not. And from some of you, it's going to be a little bit hurt, it's going to make you a little bit angry, and I think for the most part you're going to be very happy that you're leaving. For others of you, it's a very spiritual time. You're going to be reconciling yourself to the truth of your feelings, the truth of the situation of your love the truth of your love situation. And you're also going to find that it's going to change the way that you relate to people. So for some of you, it's a breakup. For others of you, it could be, I was going to say a makeup, but not in the way that you're thinking. It could be that someone's going to compensate you in some way that's unexpected. But it's dealing with a lot of hurt and letting it go. And for I feel it's a very spiritually cleansing time for you, dealing with toxic situations. But you're very stable. You are very grounded, and that's the main thing. It's just all this emotional turmoil going around you that appears to be throwing you off course, but it's not really. It's just it's like when a boat is getting ready to cast, there's more than one line to to unclip or disengage, to untether, so that you're free to float to wherever you're going, or to begin your journey. And this is the case for you emotionally or spiritually. This next couple of weeks, you're kind of throwing off the lines of what's been keeping you in the same situation. And either this change in your situation in terms of work or where you're living, that's changing, that is bringing all of this up to the surface. So it's a healthy time for you to be doing it. It doesn't seem like a perfect time, but it's better now than later. Otherwise, it's going to just carry on into your new life, and that's probably not ideal at this point. So let's see if I have any good news for anyone around here with this pile. So for some of you, you may be experience very deep feelings, very strong attraction to someone that you never would have considered before. This person could have seemed either kind of dark in their outlook or a little bit depressed, or they could have somehow been very intimidating and very sort of Scorpio-like. And if that's the case, and if you do happen to go out with this person, it looks like it's going to be a very intense, passionate time for both of you, and that the feelings are going to be deeper and stronger than you initially thought. So you want to be careful there as well. Okay, let's see, what else am I picking up? So similar to number 2, some of you may be graduating, or you may know someone who's graduating or completing their studies or completing a course, and that's a reason for everyone to celebrate. So let's look at the Hanson Roberts cards for you. So you've got the World, the Ten of Swords reversed, the Devil, and for the Emrys cards, we've got the Coin, and then the Sun Oracle cards. We have Criticism and Negotiation reversed. So I think if you feel betrayed, if you feel you've been hurt by someone whose actions have been exposed, or by a company or a group of, team that didn't appreciate you, you're going to basically not be open to any negotiations from them. You're not going to be open to discussing anything further. You're just packing your bags and you're leaving. And others may judge you quite harshly for it. They may say that you're abandoning ship just when they need you. But I don't feel it working if you stick around, and I think it's healthy for all of you to not further any codependencies that y'all had. Even in a work situation, if you are the one always helping other people, it's time that they started actually doing their job. So it's that kind of situation for the ones that are leaving, and it's the same if you're leaving someone who depended on you only because you've represented financial security, or you represented some other kind of support, and we're trying to keep you close to them for reasons that ultimately end up being toxic. You're actually also going to find that you're going to be able to walk away much more easily than you thought you would. It is going to hurt. It is going to, they're probably going to say a lot of things with the criticism and the side there that's going to stick with you and make you feel that you maybe need to go back, that you're in fault there. But like I said, it seems like a very manipulative individual or group of individuals that you're dealing with, and you're probably better off without them. So for those of you, the ones with the with the being interested or having very deep, passionate feelings for someone and acting on it, you're probably going to end up having quite a good time. But just realize that they are going to be very addictive in terms of, or you're going to feel very addicted to them very quickly, and probably it's reciprocal. So it's going to become very deep, very intense. And if that's the kind of relationship that you're looking for, then it's probably okay for you to get into it. If not, then just realize that it's going to not be an easy relationship to throw off, because both of you are going to kind of get entangled with each other very, very easily. And there's some aspect to it that others are going to criticize you about it. Maybe they feel it's too soon. Maybe they feel that it's not appropriate. But the person that you're dealing with, the Scorpio type energy, they're not going to negotiate anything. They're going to pretty much call the shots and be very much in control of the relationship. What was the other ones? I cannot remember the other stories that I told you. Maybe there's nothing else further I can tell you. But you are in a stable period. You did have the anchor there. You are ending and beginning new cycles. And some of them may carry on, some of the cycles, not all of them, may carry on into maybe next January for another cycle of the year. But it's important that whatever you decide now, whatever you act on now, that you continue on that path in the future, despite any criticism, because it's time that you start to live life on your terms. And I think that's what you realized early this year or late last year, and it's taken you a long time to actually build up the courage to act on it. And now that you have, you need to keep going with it. For some of you, the Devil card can also mean there's some kind of marriage or some kind of commitment coming to you, and that's going to bring some financial stability to you. But it's going to, like I said, others may find that you may find people being quite kind of judgy about it, because this person could be from overseas or from another culture, and there's some kind of not taboo nature to it, but some kind of it's not normal for your community, or it's not normal for your family or your group of friends to have a relationship like this. So very interesting one for you if you chose option number 3, which is the rock crystal. So that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this LeNormand reading, and that you got a message that was relevant to you, or that has got you thinking about how to move forward if it didn't fully apply. And thank you as well for liking, subscribing, and watching this video. And if you're interested in fiction, especially fun, adventure, romantic type fiction, then please do check out my books. Settle Down Now, Unsettled, as well as No Distance to Run. They're available on most ebook retailers, including iTunes, Amazon, Kobo, Barnes & Noble, and Overdrive, and in some libraries as well. So do make sure to check them out. Let me know what you think of them, and let me know what you think of my readings. And I'll catch you soon. So stay tuned. Bye-bye. And keep those vibes high.